Hi Aquarius, Happy New Year! This is your January 2018 forecast with me, Tarot to Recovery. Let's see what messages we have for Aquarius in January, the new year. January messages for Aquarius. It's nearly birthday season, Aquarius. Hope you're excited. Aquarius, January 2018. Interesting. This popped out for Taurus too. So there's a romance going, Aquarius, for you, and possibly a water sign. We'll see if this comes out again in the reading. I really feel like there's a very intuitive person in your periphery, someone who seems very magical, very intuitive, very sweet and sensitive. See what magic we have in store for Aquarius in January 2018. Oh, lovely, Aquarius. This actually, this came up in the Pisces reading. This is the happily ever after, emotionally fulfilled, happy, joyous, passionate. Ooh, love this card. So already we have some great things popping out for you, Aquarius. I feel like there's definitely a lot of messages. Ooh, moving overseas, possibly some of you. Moving house. Leaving the old world for the new world. Messages, January, Aquarius. Let's see. Okay. Strength. Beautiful card, Aquarius. And the King of Cups. So again, that water sign energy is coming out here. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It can be a Leo. So we have very two strong zodiac elements going on here. So we'll see. 2 of Swords, 10 of Swords. It's in the past, Aquarius. Don't worry about it. It's in the past. Something bad happened. Something pretty bad happened. I actually feel like some of you were in a situation where you felt stuck for a very long time. You didn't know what way to move. And, you know, maybe your indecision left you stabbed in the back. Someone made the decision for you. Maybe you were left, maybe you were cheated on, maybe you were lied to, maybe someone left without much warning, maybe you were fired. The list goes on of endless things that could have happened that were distressing for you, Aquarius. So there's sort of a contemplative energy going on here. Knight of Swords, 8 of Swords, the Hermit, and the 5 of Swords. Let's move this so you can see. So Aquarius, what happened? Just because we have, it seems underneath, the Queen of Wands. So we have a king, we've got a queen, and we've got a hell of a lot of fights and betrayal from before. Stay with me. From before. Sometimes people check out at that point and think, no! But every cloud, silver lining, Aquarius, let's see where this is going. So I feel like some of you, you know, very, very, very badly hurt. And this could have been this fire sign, it could have been that water sign. But I feel like you've had to be very strong, and you've had to be very resilient, and you've had to take time. You know, this might actually have been work. Some of you may have been unfairly dismissed. Some of you may have left your job. Some of you may have been bullied in the workplace. And you've had to start over. Or you're in the process of starting over. I feel like I can see you looking forward and not being completely sure which way to go. I feel like there could be some sort of continuous battle from this betrayal. Another thing that may be going on, Aquarius, is that because someone betrayed you so badly, you may be in one of those, you know, those moods where you can be quite snappy or defensive, and you could, you know, end up pushing people away. Could be happening for some of you. I'm going to go around this again as I do every month, but see what further messages we have for Aquarius. I feel like the main issue we have to hatch out here in this reading hasn't come up yet. So let's see what comes up in these cards to clarify. the World, Aquarius. So as you know, Aquarius is on the World card. You may be dealing, I really feel strongly like Leos and Scorpios could feature quite heavily in your month, or you may be featuring quite heavily with a Leo and Scorpio. There could be arguments with Leo, Scorpio people. Some of you may be dealing with family issues. That could be Leo and Scorpios in your family. If you have Leo and Scorpio in your chart, I suggest you check out those readings, because it can be a sign that you need to get some messages from that. But let's see, Aquarius, the Tower. Yeah, there's definitely something's fallen apart at some point in the recent past, Aquarius. I feel very recent. I feel like maybe you find something out around the Christmas period, the holiday period, that's probably thrown you for a loop. Maybe you learned some surprising news about someone you thought you knew that you really didn't expect. Maybe a relationship ended. But there is hope. You know, this is your card, Aquarius, the Star card. There's hope here, so stay with me. I feel like there's a lot gonna go. Yeah, there's a lot flipping out here. The Nine of Cups just flipped out, so we'll see if that comes out again. What once seemed very tempting is now a pain in the proverbial. Let's go. Aquarius, January. Yeah, you definitely left something behind. Some of you left behind a Leo. Some of you definitely left behind a Leo. Some of you were cheated on by a Leo. Some of you were cheated on by a water sign. You left behind a toxic relationship, basically. Maybe some of you, could have been the one to do this. The lying and deceit. It doesn't have to be cheating per se, but it can be behaviour that really hurt you and really stung you and made you feel very unhappy. So much so that you left. As I say, for some of you, I really get this Leo Scorpio vibe. And I actually think for some of you, you may have if this was a relationship, I feel like your career might have been influenced by this person. You might have had to leave a job because you worked with this person. You may have moved a job for this person in the past, and you resent them for it because it didn't work out. Yeah, there's a lot. Aw, Aquarius, I don't like this. But the worst part has already happened. This isn't something, for a lot of you already know this. It's just, it's sad, but there is hope. There's, the World card coming up in the immediate future suggests that what has just occurred, what has happened is in its final stages. Usually the World it's a pretty celebratory card, so things are picking up for you, Aquarius. And there's definitely a water sign interested in you, or at least it's just a person generally romantically interested. This can actually be another air sign. But one serious piece of advice from this reading, Aquarius, is don't let your past disappointments affect your future, because I read a book recently called The Power by Rhonda Byrne, and it explained basically, it's a law of attraction book, and it explained how when you relive the past in your head, you're just drawing more of it, and you're just reliving the experience. You've lived it once, you've had to go through that really horrendous hurt. Don't bring it with you. Don't relive it in your head over and over and over, and don't let it affect every relationship you have there forward, whether this is friendship or whether it is how it affects your relationship with your family, how it affects your future romantic relationships. Don't relive it over and over and over in your head, because it'll only end in fights and defensiveness and disaster. If you expect more of the same, you will get more of the same. If you get into a relationship with someone and you say, you justify your snappy behaviour by saying, I don't want to get hurt, you're going to end up getting hurt, because you're going to push people away, and I really don't think that needs to happen, Aquarius. I wouldn't suffer unnecessarily for someone that's already broken your heart, so don't let them live in your future. Don't let people live in your head rent-free, Aquarius. Let's see what further messages we've got for you. Because I'm really holding out for a really, for your future, your last card, I'm really holding out for something beautiful, because I feel like that Ten of Cups came out at the beginning of the reading for a reason. Because although the cards may look a little bit bleak, I'm really sensing, a happy ending. Aquarius, January 2018. Aquarius, January 2018. Aquarius, January 2018. Aquarius, January 2018. Let's go, Aquarius. Page of Cups. And a new romantic interest comes into the picture. Yeah, I really feel like a lot of you have been hurt by a Leo. I'm getting Leo so strongly in this reading. But I'm also sensing, ooh, that's a horrible sound. I'm also sensing that this past heartbreak that you've just had is actually so essential for some reason. You know, when it comes up with the Sun, I feel like it's happened for the greater good. It can mean that you were betrayed by a Leo person, but I feel like it really means the greater good. Some of you are traveling. Some of you are definitely traveling. Some of you are booking your holidays this month. Some of you are already traveling. You're going to somewhere exotic, somewhere by air. You're going to find a job in a foreign country, possibly, Aquarius. You may receive an offer in another city, in another country, somewhere really exciting, somewhere far away, somewhere distant, and it might just be the push you need to get out of your comfort zone. 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. And underneath we have the Fool. So from my perspective, Aquarius, the Queen of Swords is a sign that you get your own power back, because the Queen of Swords is an air sign, your element. I feel like as the end note, it suggests you get back to being completely in control of how you feel, which is the most important thing that you have control over. In your advice section, I feel like hiding away with the Hermit card here, it's not going to do you any favors. You're going to end up emotionally exhausting yourself, putting too much pressure on yourself, reliving, as I said before, don't relive that pain over and over and over. Don't take on more than you can chew. Go easy on yourself. Be good to yourself, Aquarius. If other people haven't been so good to you, be good to yourself. I see such a new beginning once the Sun moves into your sign, which I believe is the 20th of January. I think it moves into your sign. Is it the 20th of January, or is it sooner than that? I'm not entirely sure. But when the Sun moves into your sign, I'm really sensing a complete energy shift. I just checked there, it's actually the 21st the Sun moves into your sign, Aquarius, but I'm sensing when it does, it's a complete energy shift. So you will begin a new adventure, you will begin a new feeling, you'll start to embrace life and be excited for things. You'll be so in your own element. And I'm also, if some of you have recently met a Gemini or you have your eye on a Gemini, I feel like this could be quite a strong match for you coming into the picture. I would have my eye on a Gemini person. I also have my eye on an Aries person. I feel like an Aries person is going to come into the picture. But I feel like you might already know this person. Maybe you know who I'm talking about. Someone who is just carefree and exuberant and enjoys life, and they'll bring you out of your funk. If you're feeling a little bit in a funk, Aquarius, I feel like this person's going to bring you right out of it, and you're going to start to have fun again. I feel like you're going to start to enjoy your life again, and you're going to slowly but surely start investing your trust in people. Ooh. I'm just going to draw an extra card for you, Aquarius, because I don't... I want a little bit of clarification on this Queen of Swords. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. So, some of you may be dealing with an earth sign. Some of you may also be really leaning on your friends, your female friends at the moment, or your mother or grandmother. Clarification, this Queen of Swords and not the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords, clarification. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Outcome. The outcome card. 6, 7 of Pentacles. Nine of Wands and Judgment. So very strongly this month, Aquarius, your self-growth is so important. Looking after yourself and tending to yourself is so important. It's what's going to save you from feeling overburdened and emotionally fraught and distraught and things like that. I think if, for those of you that have really been through the ringer and really been disappointed and hurt and everything like that, I think you're going to have to work on yourself. And by working on yourself, I know a lot of people don't like to hear that because it seems like the most frustrating advice, I guess, because nobody else is going to come into the picture and fix it for you. But at the same time, it's looking after yourself is the most important skill that you can learn in this life. And I feel like it's what's going to stop you from really feeling like you're out of control. The second you start working on yourself and figuring things out is whenever the dust starts to settle and you can begin again. I also think if a relationship ended quite badly, as much as it is easy to blame the other person, I feel like there's things that can be learned from this relationship. You know, there's positive things that can be learned. That's not to say that it justifies any of the things that happened or went wrong, but I do think you can learn a lot from the experience. In this particular situation, I feel like there's karmic lessons that needed to be learned in order for you to move forward and start something new in your life and break a cycle. I really feel like there was a cyclical thing going on here, and I feel like now is finally the time to end it and address it. This is your month to change things, Aquarius. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you want to check out your moon and rising sign, please do so, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. So have a great January, Aquarius. Bye.